Here's one of the biggest things. They won't tell you when you have a disability that requires great compensation. They just won't tell you. They might tell you you've got an impairment, your body's changed, but not once has anybody came in and sit down and said, you know, the insurance company mentioned I had a disability and I need to look into that. They literally do not tell you all the benefits. Another thing is when you're off work recovering, there's another thing they don't do, and that is accurately compute the temporary disability pay you're entitled to. We're always calling them on that and say you're not paying them enough. Another area, probably the most important area, they put people back to work quicker than they should. They end up costing more injuries to people because the people aren't getting healed because they're in a rush to put them back to work. So we literally have to ride herd on the insurance companies and the medical community to make sure that people aren't forced back to work. There's a lot of tricks, I'd say, but a lot of real specific rules, and they like the insurance companies like people to mess up those rules so that they don't get paid. And we help them go by the rules so that they can always have their compensation. I think they should keep a daily journal of all of the medical problems they have. The second thing they need to do is never be ginger when they tell the doctor their problems. I don't know how many cases I have where people had injuries and problems. They didn't just mention all of them. They mentioned a few because that were the most important and most pressing, but they felt like, well, I'm tough, I can take care of that. Well, down the road, if you don't mention them, the insurance company takes a position, well, you weren't hurt, that must not have happened then. But it's really important to be really honest and completely comprehensive with your hurts and injuries to the doctor. And the third thing is come here early so that we can chart the course of the case and get it going before it's on fire. When a person is dealing with an insurance adjuster for a workman's comp carrier, they're dealing with someone who's very experienced, whose job it is not to take care of them as well as you might think. Insurance companies aren't very parental. They need to be reasonable, but you're at a distinct disadvantage in a situation where you're not represented by your own lawyer.